the 7th time. When that progression happens, my body automatically goes where I know it needs to go. And then when someone mentions it and I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, actually, you are right. Because I was not focusing on my body. I was focusing on doing the actual action. Now, when you hear that from another woman, it hits differently versus to a man. Because you enter a man, you're like, you don't get that. You don't get it. Oh, girl, come with me. Try me with that. Oh, no, I got kids. I got kids too. Oh, no. And no husband. I used to have a husband. I have a partner. Come at me again. Oh, no, I've got so many things. I've got 2 businesses. I work. I do this. I clean the house. I do whatever. Come at me again. And I am here on time. You make the time.
Yeah,
Borlando.
Discipline.
Yeah. So it's that thing of when I say we as women don't make time for ourselves, we make time for everything else
except
but ourselves. And that's where the shadow work comes in, and that's when the me being able to look at myself in the mirror and touch myself and say, I am enough. Or I am enough to say, I'm not comfortable in this body, therefore what am I going to do with it? And this is where the steps come in. As a mom, I've just had my baby. First heal. Please heal.
Take your time,
Please heal.
I feel like we're always rushing.
Minimum 6. Minimum. I don't want to have ladies coming to me. I just had a baby last month. Minimum. And even though you do come to me, I'm not going to train you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do habits for mindfulness. Let's meditate in the morning. What do you want to do? You want to have more money? What do you want to do? Are you more career orientated? Are you more spiritually current? What do you do? Every morning, what are you doing? When you wake up, I'm a morning person. I can wake up at 4 a.m. I'm happy. I do all the music because it's silent, it's quiet. Everyone's asleep. Some people hate waking up at 4 a.m. Some want to wake up at 9.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. As far as Bandu. But the thing is, when you just try to box, you must wake up at this time. You must. It doesn't work.
Because you can never plan with kids.
No, you can't. You can't.
You work with what you have.
Oh no, you work with what you have, and I'm blessed that I am a morning person, because if I wasn't, my kids will come in there and wake me up and say, "Mama, I want to eat." Wake up! I want to eat.
But no, and I like when you say, because when we were talking about aligning your spirit and finding that time. Then it gets to that point where you're now starting to have to see yourself differently.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like because you're confident, you're working on a lot of things, you now have to start looking, okay, do I feel sexy? Do I feel sensual?
Yes.
And I feel like most of the time we get confused with sexuality and our sensuality. So maybe we could dig into that and talk into how moms can reconnect with themselves in that form.
Sensuality is about you. Sensuality is about how you feel about yourself. Sensuality is looking at you and saying, I love you the way that you are. It's a relationship with you and the spirit within you. The fact that when you move, you are well aware of what is moving within you.
Yeah.
Personally, twerking. Listen! Other people are like, girl, it's a bit, oh my God. It's like, talking, like, maybe in another life, For me, it makes me feel so freaking sexy, so powerful. It makes me feel like it's my body and I can move it how I want to feel. I want to move it and how I feel. And how you grab that or not grab that is not my problem. And that's the way sensuality comes in. It's about you and your body and how you feel, That's why you'll find dances like belly dancing and all of that. Belly dancing came from a space of you release certain feelings and hormones and energies by dancing. And that's why you'll even find in different practices, and whatever, they'll dance, and when they're dancing, this movement, this shaking, this whatever. Because when you do that with your body, now you are aligning you are aligning with that. There's no culture without dance.
Yeah.
Even though you may feel like I sub body, it's their way of movement, and that movement does something to your body and your cells and your spirit all at the same time. So that's where sensuality comes in, and that's why I tie the two with the dancing and the sensuality. Is because at a time where I was doing this for myself, by myself, I felt like I'm going to be judged by other women when I do it in front of them. But then I had to tap out of utembi as an individual to utembakasis as the healer. If they don't see it in me, how are they going to see it in themselves? That's how I did it. And then that's what I did. So I get there and I'm like, guys, hi, my name is Timazi. My class is about wretchedness. If you feel offended by wretchedness, then you should stay, because right now, that offense is not actually an offense. It's something within you that you're fighting with. Now let's come face to face with it. Okay, and then we go into it. Now it's like, okay, you know.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's that. So that's sensuality. Sexuality. Now sexuality involves another
person,
human. Okay, it involves another thing. Let me put it like that. Yeah. That's where there's that intimacy that makes you feel a certain type of way. It can be again with the intimacy where it's a feeling of that sexual nature. It can come from another person, because obviously some people don't necessarily have sex with other people. They can use toys and themselves, touching and everything else like that. There's sexuality, one, and how you were attracted in it and all of that. So sexuality has to do with how you feel inside your sensuality. It's the physicalness of it. But then sensuality is a you thing. So you can say it's a spiritual thing, and this is how you're understanding how certain things feel.
No, because then it makes sense, because sometimes when you after the baby, that sexiness doesn't really feel as strong. It's because you haven't really seen yourself. You haven't really tapped into that part of you that needs to be tapped in.
And you know, some women actually sleep with their men just for the sake of, he's gonna leave me, he's alone, or he hasn't had sex in a while, whatever. Like, guys, please be selfish. Be selfish. I'm sorry to sound like a feminist or whatever, but
it's your body.
Men are selfish, because I was laughing at this other girl saying, oh my god, he was cheating on me like 100 times, I don't even know. I do it once, he leaves me. Who's wrong? No one is wrong. He chose himself. You only need to do it once. We can have debates about the fact that it's not fair, fine. But can we just micro-organize it and say, that man only needed her to cheat once and he left. And he left without even thinking twice.
Not blinking.
Wait a minute, I cheated how many? No. So when I go back, it was selfish. It was selfish in a sense, but because when you are your best, your man is going to get the best of you. I laughed at this other time where my partner, I went to pole dancing, and then I'm like, oh babe, we're so hot. And then he's on the phone call, like, wait, I just want to say bye to Sensuality. She's going to pole dancing. So it's like, what? You let her go to pole dance? What do you mean let her? What do you mean?
Did you
let her? No, like she does her thing. And he allows me to be, and it gets him the best of me. Because then I'm around him, I am myself. I don't feel like I have to hide certain things because it makes him uncomfortable. And when he is uncomfortable, he lets me know, I'm not marrying this idea, and I'm able to let him know, okay, so this is where it comes from. And I feel that's how it needs to be. You can't just sometimes, do something that is going to affect you in the future, especially when it comes to sex. Especially when it comes to sensuality and intimacy. You get what I'm saying?
I hear you.
You went through a lot with your body. Don't ever feel like now, it's sacrifice. Yes, you sacrifice, and this is his sacrifice. Especially in that time. It takes 2 years for you to get back to your body.
Hello.
2 years for you
2
to
years,
get that,
guys.
to even figure it out.
To even feel like, okay, this is starting to feel like me again.
And I know the debater was on Nisha, and I'm gonna find someone else. Then that's a you problem.
That's a you problem.
And then you really need to go deep in yourself. Because let me tell you, go Valhalla, and I'm a Vikings girl, you know, they would go months without seeing their wives and all of that. Yes, they would go with the lands, whatever. But what I'm trying to say is, you need to understand who are you as an individual. And this whole notion of now you need to be who he is just to make him comfortable, this is where we become toxic. But let me reel back and be like, you need to give yourself the enough time for you to heal. Okay, if you want to be there for your man because you feel like, then work on yourself so you are giving yourself as yourself and not something you feel you should be.
No, and you know what? With that being said, it gets to the point where people tell you, oh, you have to have the balance. Everything is about the balance. What is your take about this idea of balancing?
Balancing what?
That's what I...
Balancing what?
Because, you know, but I know one thing for myself is I don't think it exists. I don't think you can balance anything. I think you work with what you can do.
Listen, balance, it depends. Are you looking at it from a perspective of 50-50 is a balance for you? Are you looking at 30-20-10? What are you looking at? That's what I'm asking, because like, I'm here right now. My kids are in East London with their dad. And I have more time on my hands now than if they were here.
Yeah,
And it's not the same as any other day, you know. But I feel like I'm doing what's in my purpose. I don't do this every day. I do it on Sunday. So maybe it depends on the context really about balance, what balance is. Sometimes there'll be areas in your life that you're gonna fail at. You have to fail for the other to pass.
That's the point.
That's the reality.
That is the reality.
Like, for example, corporate women feel so... Corporate women, first and foremost, are more masculine because that's their way to survive.
The environment. Like
they have to survive. As soon as a corp girl is pregnant, she has to work 10 times more to be needed than a girlie who will be like, no, I'm staying at home. I'm gonna have a business at home. Like, what is your definition of balance? And I'd really like to say, with all due respect, sometimes some advices are needed. First, ask the person, do they want your advice or do they want your ear? Because I feel a lot of times we as women are so quick to advise people what we don't ourselves follow. And I'm very conscious of that. Like, he will not be naked and give me a jacket to wear. Why? It's cold. Oh, it's cold. And I'm like, you're not wearing a jacket though. You're butt naked and give me a jacket to wear. There's an issue. So that's another thing that, Tina, in ourselves, in our foundation and knowing ourselves. And it's very vast, man. But I think in small form, especially the motherhood is a tongue twister, guys. It changes tides like it's not even funny, and that's why it's so important. Sometimes those mommy groups are important,
right?
Yeah, they can be toxic, but it's important.
It is,
it's
because
important.
It's where you see reality. I feel like when it comes to balancing our roles as women, you have to know that there's gonna be, like you pointed out, certain places you're gonna fail. Like, for example, now you've chosen to be here and you know that the kids are there. But it's not a downfall, it's a win in some sort of way in certain parts of your life.
Exactly.
And you have to be okay when that certain part of your life is not going according to how you want it.
Like now I can't focus on what are they eating. Did they clean the house? Did they watch
Yes.
I can't be the person calling now. And that's why I switched off my phone. Because I'm gonna try and jump into that and I'm not gonna be present here.
That's so true.
Yeah, one. So it's very important. It's very important, and I think a lot of times it's a very taboo topic. But when you are gifted, ne? I'm gifted in a generational gift, ne? And a lot of people may see how they see it. Do you boo boo? And accepting a calling. And when they say accept a calling, they don't mean as in, okay, sharp guys, you chosen me, sharp, or no, I don't want it, guys. I don't think it's necessarily a choice. Accepting a calling is saying that I'm going to now leverage my life to live according to this purpose that I'm told this is the purpose for. Because you'll get people who are given a gift and they'll be like, no, I don't accept it. Yeah, well, which is fine, you know, if that's how you're seeing it, but it's not necessarily saying you have a choice. It's saying that this is where you need to go now. You choose in everything that you do. But also on the flip side, it's not so doom and gloom as I see 90% of the time of people within the practice of itself. I think some people don't take me seriously because I don't take myself seriously like that. But the work that I do, I know it goes deeper than what you expect.
Yeah.
It goes deeper because people are more open to people who are like, oh, you know, I had this dream. How are you doing? What's your favorite chocolate? Can we eat chocolate? I want to eat chocolate right now. I'm just such a long day. And then I'm just like, why are you not being serious? Oh no, girl, ain't nobody got time for that.
You're really tapping into something deeper.
Let's go, girl. Let's go. Ice cream? I'm okay. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, well, you know what? Then you find more information from that person letting their guards down than you being like, hey, guys, like, come on.
No, that's true.
People are they're so tense. They're so tense when it comes to, I'm reading something about you. What did you see? No, don't do that. You know people have high anxiety of that. Use your gift in the best possible way.
People.
Use your gift in the best possible way. Sometimes it can be through jokes. Sometimes it can be through, let's do certain things. Like maybe you have children who have autoimmune disease, whatever, and they can't do whatever. So what do? You have these toys or whatever that help them.
Yeah.
You know, so that helps them with whatever. So sometimes use the best form way of people where they can actually open up.
Yeah, I know. It was a very nice conversation.
It always does.
But before we close down,
yes.
What empowering message would you like to give to the moms?
Oh gosh. Love who you are.
Yeah.
Love. If you don't learn to love those things about, because there's nothing about you that is not lovable. You are lovable, you are worthy, and you are valuable. As soon as you do that, don't look at the next person. Don't. Just because Masitim, the way that like when I came in here, you said, oh my gosh, you're so overdressed. I'm like, yes, I guess I
get cold.
Getting cold, even a little bit. And maybe you can withhold cold better than I can. But I'm not gonna come here and dress how you're gonna dress because I know my weakness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So love who you are, love who you are, love who you are. And if you don't, just do the work and have the right community to help you do that.
Oh, Timbakas, what a beautiful message. Thank you so much for making the time. Mamas and everybody else, thank you so much for joining us through. And don't forget, subscribe. It's always a pleasure.
And subscribe.